Hello guys, day 68. Yes, day 68 of 75 hard. What a good day. Fixed all my problems from yesterday. I was 100% focused on what I needed to do today. Crushed it all. Didn't have any distractions. Got a lot of personal stuff done I needed to get done, and yeah, it was good. Gym was really good too. It was empty. It's probably my favorite. Sunday night gym. It's empty, right? Nobody else wants it, but I do. It's always a nice feeling, crushing it. Today though, so day 68, I want to touch on a couple things. So I don't really consume like any media, like literally none, except I listen to the Real AF podcast sometimes, just the one I'm doing cardio in the mornings, or like MFCEO project podcasts when I'm doing cardio. Other than that, I don't consume any media. I like the 75 hard Instagram hashtag. That's the only thing I do on Instagram, is just scroll through all those. I fucking love seeing everyone just changing their lives and just bettering themselves. There's no better feeling for me. I just love it, and I know because I'm going through it, and it's so amazing for me. Just seeing other people do that and experience it, it just makes me feel so good. And I love just connecting with people and just building a community of people bettering themselves. It's amazing. So that's really the only media that I'm involved in. But those two podcasts, I want to touch on two podcasts. So I think it was the last two, actually, the last Real AF podcast, one with Omar and then one with Tia. So the one with Omar, I just want to hit some key points, a key point in each one of these podcasts. So the one with Omar, they talked about how with 75 hard, if you actually fucking do it, your mindset is completely changed. So, and the reason I want to talk about this is because technically I have a week left of 75 hard, right? Next Sunday will be day 75, and I should be done. So talking about where my mindset is right now, so if you do 75 hard properly and you put everything you got into it, you're completely different person as far as your habits. So like for me, I mean, A, I'm not quitting on day 75, but B, even if I was, the idea of like, one more week, I can't wait until I can have cake and beer and fucking pizza and nachos, and I can have a day off from cardio. That is like the complete opposite of what I want. So when you actually do 75 hard, it changes you. So you actually don't want that shit. And on the podcast, they talked about you can tell the people that actually done it and the people that haven't. They say they did it, or, they did part of it at least, but they fucking haven't done it. Because if you really do 75 hard, you fall in love with yourself the way I have, you are not going back to your old shitty habits. You refuse, and you don't crave garbage. I'm a fucking machine. I'm a winner now. I don't want that shit. I know what it did to me before, so why would I implement that back in my life? And why would I be looking forward to that? Like a week from now, I can treat myself like shit. What? Like, why? And a week from now, after, a week from now, I can just go back to how I was, and I can relax and, sleep in more and, skip the gym and just eat whatever I want, and don't have to read, don't have to worry about drinking water every day. Why the fuck would I do that? Like, why would anyone do that after they've done so well for themselves? That's the thing. So I thought that was really important, because the people that actually do 75 hard properly, they're the same as me. They don't want to quit. They're like, this is so good. This is how I am now. So I don't want to go back to, I don't even want to implement any of my old shitty habits, not even one. So like, and I've taken 75 hard to the absolute fucking extreme with my eating and cutting out a bunch of other shit like coffee, porn, everything bad. Even like I'm ejaculating, my balls are full as fuck, and it's wild the amount of energy I have every day and how I see things and how I see people, and this feeling is just, it's so great. I don't want to get rid of it and just dig myself a fucking hole. So 75 hard is here to stay for me, and I think anyone that actually does it properly, it's the same way. So it's not like and I get it, if it was like a 3-week diet that no one actually fucking commits to really, or they commit to those They commit to half-assing the 3 weeks to like lose a few pounds before a wedding or something. Stupid. But I mean, those people, I understand why they just go back to their old shitty ways after. It doesn't stick. 75 hard completely changes your mentality, so you're just not able to be shitty after that. Like, you actually have to go out of your way to be shitty. It's not natural, so you have to like force yourself back into having bad habits, I guess, but it's just not something I'm gonna do. And then, so that's that point. That was in the Omar podcast. And then the one with Tia, they talked about, Andy talked about, and this really stuck with me, that like you need to, as soon as you can admit to yourself that you're always going to have to do hard work, your life will make more sense, and it's just going to, it'll just put you at peace. So I think everyone wants to do X amount of work to get to wherever. So whether it's physical, okay, well, I'm gonna work out for 6 months to get down to this body weight, and then I'm good. Or I'm gonna work, I'm gonna spend the next year building my business to get it to this point, and then I'm good. And then so they're always trying to, and I did this too before. Like, you try to build yourself. You commit a certain amount of time and effort to getting a certain result, and then you want to just kind of end it at that, or that's good enough, or I just want to work hard now so I can retire early, or I don't have to worry about things later. But that is not how life is. And that podcast really made it sink in for me. Like when he talked about like just get used to doing hard shit every single day of your life for the rest of your life. Like, that is what life is about. So like, you can always do better for yourself, do better for others. You can always make more money. You can always have more of an impact, and you should absolutely do it. But your goal should never be to get to a certain point so you can slack off, or get to a certain point and then it's easier, or you don't have to worry, or, it's just like you can't, your goal in life cannot be to just get to a point where you can relax. You should always be striving for growth and always be committed to yourself and just doing your best and creating new things and just doing more, and understanding it's going to be fucking hard every day. It's supposed to be. Your days are not supposed to be nice and cozy and comforting, and like it, if you're laying in bed all day relaxed, that's the worst thing for you. It really is. Humans aren't meant to be stagnant, and also we're made to have goals. We're made to conquer shit. We're made to complete tasks and look at the next one and complete that, and the next one and complete that until the day we die. So, visualizing an easy day for yourself, or an easy life, or an easy month, or whatever, an easy situation or an easier situation, is not good for you. And I thought about this for a long time, building big shit and then just being like, hey, I can coast after, or once I get to this point, I'll be good. And you're actually not, and you don't want to be. You want to always constantly be striving for more, because that's going to keep you alive. As soon as you quit trying, you just die. And I've seen it a lot with old people. Like, as soon as they have no reason to live, nothing to work for, nothing to commit themselves to, they just fucking... Their body, their minds just get degraded so quick. And I don't want that to happen. So, I just really have to, like the idea of working towards an easier life. No. And I mean, you can choose your hard. So like financially, for example, I choose to work my nuts off now and build shit so that I'm financially good. But you'll never actually be financially good. Everyone has money problems, and you always need more. I mean, you can always do more with more, so you should always strive for more. But I mean, as far as like getting to a place where like you don't have to worry about looking at the price on the menu, or worried about gas going up or something like that. Yeah, you obviously want to be financially good that way. Have your basic lifestyle needs met financially, but I mean, after that, it's like you need to just keep building more and just acquiring more shit for yourself, because that's your goal. And if you're not moving, like if you're not actively progressing and accomplishing more in your life, whatever it is, then, I mean, A, you can lose it and it can be taken away from you. And then B, you just no longer have a reason to live. Like, imagine if, I think, you know, unfortunately, most people fucking hate their lives and they work a job that's meaningless and they don't enjoy it and there's no fulfillment there, so they kind of just look at the clock every day and can't wait till 5 o'clock, and then, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sundays, they're stoked. But I think the average person, you know, they visualize themselves retired and that gives them happiness, which is fucked, but that's just the reality for them. But you know, and then they think about, like, well, I can just sit on the beach and enjoy a Corona and life's good. But I mean, I guess if you've never had that, or if you've never been able to do that, then sure, that might sound appealing. But once you can actually do it, it's not that great, and you need something to live for. You need a battle every day. Humans need a battle, and that's what that podcast really talked about. And then, you know, just becoming the greatest you. And so even if you have 4 world titles, you know, even if you are classified as the best, you can still be better, and you still need to go for that, or else you're not going to be happy with yourself. And one day you might be on your deathbed and looking back and think, fuck, I should have went for it all. Why didn't I? And, you know, I can't now, but I should have. Like, why didn't I just push myself a little bit harder? I would have felt way better. You know, now I'll never know. So I think not knowing is the ultimate price. And don't strive for a life that's easy. Strive for a life that's worth it, that's worth living, and it's, you know, it's, you're involved in it. So, like, it's supposed to be hectic. You're supposed to run a couple businesses. You're supposed to run after a few kids every day. You're supposed to manage people. You're supposed to still go to the gym every day. You're still supposed to get 3 meals in you a day. You're like, that's what you're actually supposed to do. And yeah, it's fucking hectic and it's busy, and, you know, you go to bed every night and you're exhausted, but that's how life is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be like gravy, you know, and you're just like, yeah, I didn't do much today. I basically just got out of bed and took a piss and ate some cereal and went back to bed. Like, that is not what your day is supposed to be like as a fulfilled human. That's not fulfillment. At least I don't think so. I mean, maybe someone, I fucking hope not, but maybe. So yeah, really focus on just enjoying your life and enjoying the process, enjoying the pursuit, always extending your goals, always driving towards them, murdering them, and then creating more and murdering those, and having just a fully enriched, well-rounded life with people you love, work you love, and just constant involvement. You know, like your world should require you every day being present, if that makes sense. And so the idea of doing X to be able to slack off later, it's just not good, and you doesn't serve you, doesn't serve anyone. And by the time when you get to that point, you're not gonna even enjoy. You're gonna be like, well, now what? Like, you can only get drunk on the beach every day for so long until you're like, I need something to work towards. I need a goal. I need to be a part of something. I need to help someone. I need to do something that's worthwhile. So don't chase an easy life, and don't allow bad habits to sneak back in after you've broken them. Actually fully own the new version of you through 75 Hard, or whatever you're doing in life. If you're breaking habits, bad habits, and you're implementing new good ones that serve you and serve others, keep them. Don't give yourself any reason to go back to your shitty habits, because you actually don't have a good reason to. You chose to be better for a reason, because the world needs the best version of you. So stick to it. And then, yeah, don't chase an easy life. And that's my words of wisdom tonight.